Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have some good news to share with you. But before we get into that good news, I just want to remind you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Only a small percentage of you guys actually click that subscribe button. Please click it so you can be notified of new videos. Also, please share our videos and comment down below because it does help us with the algorithms. So, what good news do I have to share? Well, let's just get right to it. The letter that was posted to the Federal Register that was trying to scare gun owners into registering their legally owned pistols on the NFA while the tax was being waived and basically putting a complete chilling effect on the entire usage of braces. Well, that letter that the BATF and Department of Justice had posted to the Federal Register has now been withdrawn. Last night on December 23rd, I came into possession of a draft letter that the ATF planned to release. And the letter withdraws the other letter from the Federal Register. Now, you're not going to see this letter from the ATF on the Federal Register. You'll find it over on the BATF's website when they publish it. Just like on December 16th, when I posted the letter that would ultimately wind up 2 days later on the Federal Register, it was a pre-draft document that was leaked to me that I then went public with 2 days before it actually made it to the Federal Register. This is another leaked document that will be published here very soon. What does the document say? So let me just read the meat and potatoes of the rather short document. Upon further consultation with the Department of Justice and the Office of the Deputy Attorney General, ATF is withdrawing, pending further Department of Justice review, the notice and request for comments entitled Objective Factors for Classifying Weapons with Stabilizing Braces that was published on December 18th, 2020. So that's taking that letter off the registry. At last count, we had about 67,000 comments that were posted to the Federal Register. All the comments probably hadn't been reviewed yet and published, so that number was likely increasing, and we were shooting for something big like 200,000. But we got the ATF and Department of Justice to withdraw that letter long before the 2-week comment period had ended. And there's several factors that led to this letter being withdrawn. First of all, when I had published the letter 2 days before it went to the Federal Register, other folks started reposting that letter, or some folks did the letter themselves. They were spreading the letter out everywhere, and folks in the social media space, YouTubers, bloggers, Instagrammers, Facebookers, we were all urging our audiences to take political action and to make our voices heard, to call the White House, to contact the White House through email, to contact our representatives, and to comment on the Federal Register. Many had said, and I had seen the comments in my own posts, that our voices don't matter, that there's nothing we can do. We should just immediately go straight to war and all this other stuff. But this proves that once again, we can use our voices to stop these actions. And we did the exact same thing during the Obama years. For 8 years during Obama, if you'll recall, we had multiple threats of air quote new assault weapons bans and new bans that were being proposed, but were constantly beaten back by us using our voices. Yes, our founding fathers gave us a Second Amendment to throw off the chains of tyranny, but they also gave us the power to use our voices to change our government. And that's exactly what we did. And so I want to, again, thank everybody that took the time to comment and do their part and contact their representatives. I also want to thank Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who set up an industry call to which I was invited, and where he was informed that this letter that was on the Federal Register had basically scared the entire community into believing that braces were illegal stocks. It had cost the manufacturers of the braces and the manufacturers of firearms to the tune of almost $1 billion in lost revenue. And before you start saying, oh, you're just a paid shill for the industry and all the other nonsense that the dividers in our communities push, every one of those dollars within that $1 billion figure are tied to somebody's job and a family that needs that income. And it also is tied to our freedom. So it was an issue. It was a big issue. And tens of thousands of orders were canceled. And Mitch McConnell was made aware of that. And there were folks that were being told at these companies, gun manufacturers that manufactured braces, and also the brace manufacturers out there, that basically because of so many canceled orders after the publication of this letter, they're going to start laying people off after the first of the year. So that also led to 89 congressmen and women drafting a letter of their own, which they sent to the Department of Justice and to the BATF, basically telling them to cease and desist all future regulatory actions with regards to braces and stop infringing on our Second Amendment rights. And so between all of us in the community, those of you watching this video and those of you that commented and did your part to be politically active in the actions of Mitch McConnell and 89 Congresspeople, we actually got the BATF and Department of Justice to withdraw that letter. Now, when the ATF was pressed as to why they posted that letter to begin with, the ATF insisted, well, we were just giving the industry what they were asking for. Well, the industry for several years has been asking for guidance because the ATF has been so inconsistent in determining what is a brace and what is a stock. The industry, the manufacturing industry, was asking ATF for years to give us clearly defined items that makes a brace versus a stock. And that's all the industry wants. We want our braces. We don't want to be forced into registering our pistols as SBRs on the NFA, which is what the letter on the Federal Register was implying, even though they were going to be kind enough to waive the $200 tax. That's not what the industry wanted. The industry just wants to know and to quit arbitrarily deciding what's a stock and what's a brace, because there's been times where two identical products were submitted. One was approved as a brace, the other was denied and considered to be a stock. The industry just wanted to know, what can we manufacture and sell as braces? And so that letter has been withdrawn. And again, the letter at the ATF that I just read, the portion to you, will be posted over on the ATF's website. So I want to thank all of you again that took the time to contact your representatives and to comment on the Federal Register and to spread the word. And I just want to remind folks, don't listen to the divisive voices in our community. We are a very fractured community, and there are people out there that just chase clicks trying to fracture us even more by calling names and all that nonsense. What we did as a community was come together, lend our voices to this political cause, and once again, we came out on top. But this doesn't end it. This doesn't mean that the anti-gunners have gone away forever and the ATF's going to stop what they do. The fight for our rights was going on long before we were born, and it will be going on long after we're gone from this earth. But what's important is that we learn from this lesson that our voices, once again, do matter, and that we should use those voices when we face threats like what the ATF was doing, or when laws were being proposed under the Obama administration. And as we go into after January 20th, with Biden looking like he's going to be inaugurated as the president, we're going to have 4 years of, potential bad laws coming through the Congress that we're going to have to be very politically active on, just like we were during the 8 years under Obama, when he was constantly calling for additional gun control laws. So we need to step back. We need to pat ourselves on the back for doing good and getting this rescinded, and remind ourselves that our voices, again, do matter. Guys, we can only bring you videos like this if you support us. We've been mostly demonetized here on YouTube, and we rely on our Patreon supporters to continue to bring you content like this. There's a link down below if you'd like to join our Patreon family. You have direct access to me. I answer all personal emails over there. We interact regularly in the community sections, and I post videos before they release publicly. And I also post polls, and you guys can help steer the direction of the channel. Again, the link to Patreon is down below. Also, you can support us right here on YouTube. There's a little join button right underneath the video player you're looking at right now. Click that join button and consider becoming part of our family here on YouTube. And last but not least, guys, please swing by and check out coppercustom.com. Thank you for 12 years of support. Thank you for being politically active and being in the fight. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you guys soon.